everyone. Early National Signing Day, and I'm just getting home. I was trying to rush here. Uh, Looks like the Florida Gators just got a running back commit in the 2024 class, four-star running back Jaden Ball. So he decommitted from Arkansas, now committed to Florida. Not the splash the Florida Gators were hoping for early in the day, but hey, it's something. It is definitely something, and you take it wherever you can get a win. So appreciate everyone coming in. Whenever I know I just started. I didn't really put this out and advertise it that I was going live. Didn't really know if I was going to till last night. I decided this is how. See, you're a big time Florida Gator fan. When you take off of work, to do a live stream and talk Florida Gator sports. Go live and just keep up with the recruiting. Let's see, Jaden Ball has flipped from Arkansas to UF. Yeah, I just saw that a couple minutes ago. Some big, Jaden Ball to Florida. I don't know if he flipped. I know he decommitted to Arkansas a day ago, but it was down to Florida and Alabama, I believe, for Jaden Ball. Jeremiah Smith he signed with Ohio State. He's been committed to them since 2022. You know what? I commend someone when they actually go through their commitment. So it's rare nowadays. But I think he was down to two schools, Miami and Ohio State. So thank goodness he didn't go to Miami because we would have never heard the end of that. Hate to say it, right now with 247 has the Florida Gators at number 10 for the recruiting ranking. So Florida has dropped 5 spots. I don't know if the Ball commit factors into that yet, but Florida, we're still waiting. LJ McCray, what's going on with that? It's a high possibility he doesn't sign today. DJ Lagway, listen, I heard a bunch of crap on DJ Lagway, like USC's looking at him, and then what is it? Clemson, all kinds of stuff. For the longest time, I was like, this is all just smoke. This is a joke. Let me tell you something. I don't think the Lagway to USC is a joke anymore. Like, I thought it was a lot of people trolling, but I think it could be something that, listen, when there's smoke, there's fire. And with that news, I think he's signing like 3:30 today. I'm going live for about an hour to just go through, with recruiting. I wanted to go about noon to keep everyone updated. With Florida, the biggest news just dropped for Florida for a commit. Anyways, Jaden Ball, the 4-star running back. Florida needs weapons, and they were hoping for Jeremiah Smith, but that was wishful thinking. LJ McCray, I don't know what's going on with that one. You got Amarius Williams, he's up in the air. Adarius Hayes, he's up in the air. It was like Edric Houston tells me he's sticking with Houston, I believe. So that was going to be possibly the Alabama linebacker flip, but I think news just popped up that he is sticking with his commitment to Houston. Or excuse me, to Ohio State. It was Edric Houston. He's sticking with Ohio State. So Alabama made a late push, but Ohio State, that's 2 big signings for them in the last 5 minutes. That's a 5-star edge rusher, Edric Houston. That's big for Ohio State. And then you have Jeremiah Smith not too long ago. KJ Bolden is one to look out for. That's the Florida State commit. Will he stick with the Seminoles? We'll have to see. But But yeah, the biggest news just dropped 7 minutes ago. Jaden Ball commits to the Florida Gators, so he will sign today. So that's good. That's great. Big time get for Jamar Jaluk, the running backs coach for the Florida Gators. So now things are starting to heat up a little bit. I like it. I like it. Going I'm gonna have my computer, Twitter, everything on this side. So and by the way, if you haven't hit the like button, please do so. It helps me out. Also, if you don't mind, if you're not subscribed to my channel, would love it if you like the channel because I'm trying to get to 3,700 subscribers before Christmas. I just need 5 more. It's the small victories for me. Um, but let me see if they've updated the rankings so far. No, it still says Florida. No, it still says I'm at 10 with the Jaden Ball signing. Jaden Ball, 4-star. Yeah. No, they have him as a 3-star. Okay, so I was wrong. So a 3-star. But the composite has him as a 4. I use the composite. See, this is where people get mad at me because I use one recruiting. I use the 247 composite because they factor in everyone's rankings. So because there'll be sometimes where a guy who comes to Florida, he's a 4-star by 247, but he's a 3-star in the composite. And then I get made fun of or oh, he is not a 3-star. He is a 4-star. I guess whichever one you want to pick. But the one I always look at is the 247 sports composite to make me, I just want to have a one site to go off of because you can go off of rivals, you go off of on three, but I like to look at what all the recruits or recruiting websites have that same grade. So um, I need to study up on him a little bit more. Yeah, 247 Sports does not have him ranked very high. The composite has him as a 382nd ranked player in the country, 44th ranked player in Georgia. With Jaden Ball, you still Keenan Daniels is still he's with the Florida Gators in this class. So that's two good running backs for the Florida Gators, trying to fill that hole that Trevor Etienne left. That's a big hole to fill. And that one ain't going to be easy. So, and looks like just 2 minutes ago, check this out. Alabama quarterback Tyler Buckner has confirmed he will transfer back to Notre Dame to play lacrosse after the college football playoff. So it was said that he was going to play lacrosse or go in the transfer portal as a lacrosse player or something. So he's going back. That's probably best for him. I saw him play quarterback. It looked like he was playing the wrong sport, anyways. So the small victories for Florida right now. They get Jaden Ball. That's the best news for the Gators right now. But Ohio State has bounced back rather well after they've had so many decommits. They lost Jeremiah McClellan, the 4-star wide receiver in this class. He went to Oregon. So a lot of stuff happening rather quickly. I'm trying to keep up with everything. I like it though. This is fast pace, keeps you going. Oh, I gotta do something real quick. Do, 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 do. Let's see. It's only gonna go down. Daniel Alexander, you think so? I mean, if McCray decommits, of course, and then Amarius Williams, and then Adarius Hayes, we think if you kept up, uh, we think Hayes and Williams are probably gone. Let's see. Matthew Walker. We're expected to get Gregory Smith, so be on the lookout. Yeah, the 3-star safety. Yeah, I mean, not a great trade in my opinion. 3-star safety. You lose a 5-star safety, but you know that's a terrible trade for Florida. Um, but it is what it is. Yeah, I think it's I think he was going looking after one other school. I was told that I know Florida was in the mix, but I don't think that it was favored for Florida the last time I looked. So, but all right, let's see what we got here. Oh, all right. So I got a couple people in here. I appreciate everyone coming in, checking it out. Just started the live stream. Probably go till about 1 o'clock. Um, I believe Darius Hayes should be coming up soon. KJ Bolden should be coming up. I mean, he's not a Florida Gator target, but it'd be hilarious if Florida State loses out on him. So at least that'd be something I could look out for. All right. Try to see if I can do. Oh, waiting on somebody. Somebody's supposed to join me in the live, but I haven't seen him yet. If he doesn't show up, that's okay. I'll try to get him on this. Man, I got like so many things going on. I got the TV going on here. I got Twitter right here. I got the iPad. That's not really iPad. It's Android. It is what it is. I got it on a Black Friday deal for like $30. So I can't argue that. All right, let's see. Anything else has popped up yet? I don't know who that is. Okay. Dylan Gabriel, Dante Moore. They pretty much switched. All right, let's Michigan. Oh, Maryland transfer. Oh, so Maryland transfer Jay Sean Barham went to Michigan. 95 tackles, 9.5 tackles for loss, 7 sacks in his career. Florida could use a linebacker. Let's see. Here we go. On 3 recruits. So this is through their page. Prediction Machine has swung heavily in favor of Miami to flip Florida 4-star linebacker commit Darius Hayes. If it goes to Miami, we're never going to hear the end of that, are we? Dog it. Yep, never going to hear the end of that. Oh, we stole them from y'all. That's all I'm going to hear. How's everybody doing, by the way? Everybody ready for Christmas? I am not. Let's see here. I'm not ready. I should be, but definitely not. Still got to get so much more. I say my wife's got to get a bunch more stuff. She was just talking to me about it right before I started this live stream. What's up, Tobin? Let's see here. Here we go. Yeah, Florida's still ranked at number 10 in the recruiting rankings. Let's see. Yeah, it was like so much happened right before I started this live stream with Jeremiah Smith signing with Ohio State. Jaden Ball commits to Florida. I know Alabama. I really thought Alabama was probably going to get him. I was like, man, he's going to go to Alabama. I was like, it would just be nice to get, some running back depth. Even though Florida's going to have some good running backs this year, still in the backfield with Montrell Johnson. Trayon Webb, and then you add Kanan Daniels, Jaden Ball, and then don't forget Cam Carroll as well from the transfer portal last year. He should be healthy. Uh, just I think he tore his ACL right at the beginning of the year, so I felt bad for him on that. So Florida's going to have a deep running, like a lot to choose from. So if one or two go down, Florida's going to have some good running backs right behind. So running back position should not be a big concern. Playmaking ability, I don't think is going to be there. Of course, when you lose a stud player like ETN, but I think the running backs are going to be fine. You know, you just need O line, need some offensive linemen to block for these guys. Uh, and we'll see if the Florida Gators can add more to that. I would love to add some more. You know, of course, the transfer portal, you know, after early signing day. Big thing about early signing day is getting these guys signed and then get them on campus uh, soon so they can go ahead and get up to speed with the Florida Gators. You know, if you look, Eugene Wilson, look how good he looked this past season. Well, because he entered early, you know, so if you enter early, uh, that man, it only benefits you, especially the players. What did I miss, General Freddie? Florida got the 4-star running back Jaden Ball. He was committed to Arkansas at one point, and they got him in the 2024 class. So, uh, a good pickup for the Gators. Yeah, it's a solid. Somebody said solid class. It's solid. I mean, top 10 right now. I think a lot of people they're expecting maybe Florida to finish 13 to 15th, depending on the three. Well, it depended on a lot, really. Lagway, you know, I didn't think that would be a possibility. I really didn't, but I'm telling you guys, that's not just smoke. There's some heat in the kitchen right there. Um, from what I keep gathering, USC is making a strong push. They just lost, you know, Malachi Nelson, the 5-star quarterback in the 2022 class. You know, so they're trying to find their next stud quarterback in DJ Lagway, Max Preps Player of the Year. I'm telling you, it's not a joke, and I wouldn't joke about that. Like at one point, I mean, if you would have told me a week ago DJ Lagway is thinking about going to another school, I'm like, you're an idiot. But now it's not. It's. I think the rumors are true. It's can Florida hold off? Can they sign him today, this afternoon? That's the biggest thing to me. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out soon enough. So buckle up, everyone. This is going to be an interesting time. You know, this is probably not the first time. I mean, the last time I'll go live. Like I said, I'm going until about 1 o'clock, and we'll see. Because Lagway, I think it's at 3:30. I think he announces where he goes. So we will have to see. Oh, here we go. We got another one from Hayes Fawcett. He's just, you know how busy of a day it's been for him. Let's see what just happened. Oh, wow. 4-star athlete Aaron Hampton tells me he has flipped from Texas to Alabama. Oh, wow. Oh, here we go. 3 minutes ago, breaking. KJ Bolden has flipped from Florida State to Georgia. I don't think that's much better. I don't think that's much better, to be honest with you. Ah, dang it. That's it's a kind of lateral movement. I really can't make. I mean, whatever. But Florida State loses out on their 5-star plus. 5-star plus means every recruiting site has KJ Bolden as a 5-star player in the 2024 class. The number one safety in the 24 class has been committed to the Seminoles since August, and he is switching, and Florida State loses out on their best prospect in the 2024 class. Wow. You know, it's not a great like for recruiting. It's been okay. It's kind of get signing the guys that you expect the class, but losing a 5-star plus, I shouldn't do that because Florida hasn't signed DJ Lagway yet. Anyways, but KJ Bolden just flipped from Florida State to Georgia. Wow. That's huge. You know, it doesn't it seem like Florida State just went all in on this past season and now they're not replenishing anything. They went to the transfer portal. You know, man, that is huge. Wow. Looks like Micah Burrow signed with the Gators. So, Florida's signing their guys that they already have committed. Um, the guys that we expect them to have. Um, so everything's going according to that to plan there. I'm trying to keep up with all this, man. It's like everything coming at you at once, you know? So Alabama gets a big time. So now the SEC people coming into the SEC, Aaron Hampton, he switches from Texas to Alabama, which I guess Texas will be SEC next year. But so he's going to Alabama. KJ Bolden, that's a big pickup for Georgia. A lot of people were giving Georgia a lot of because everyone was leaving Georgia. It's like, what's Kirby Smart doing? Well, they just got a big time recruit in KJ Bolden. Everyone in the country was wanting him. So big pickup for Georgia. I hate to say that, but sometimes you just have to say it even though you don't want to. You got to be nice. Be nice, Blake. I guess so. But all right. Let me get hold on. I'm gonna change some. Oh, sorry. I don't know what just happened. My thing just like went away or something. I don't know. Sorry. There it is. We're back. Sorry about that. I was supposed to have somebody join me, but they're not joining me yet. So let's see. Matthew Walker this afternoon isn't ESD period for 2 more days after day. Yeah, to Friday. It ends. A lot of people like to go ahead and get it done today. Like this is the most you're gonna have. Like you're gonna have a lot happening today because everybody wants to just go ahead and sign. But yeah, it's Friday's the last day for it. I ain't going. I'm just going live today. I ain't doing that Friday. But yeah, sorry. I was trying to get my thing fixed. I wanted to get people in here and see if anybody wanted to go live with me. I was supposed to have somebody join me, but I guess they decided not to. A chicken. Chicken. It is what it is. So I I wanted to go at noon because I knew there would be some sparks. Around noontime, everybody starts to wake up. That's when everybody's feeling froggy. Let's who's about to leap. And KJ Bolden, wow, with the biggest news. I mean, heartbreak for Florida State. Heartbreak. And now, because of the KJ Bolden news, Georgia has the number one class in the 24 cycle. Yay. Wow. Guys, there it is. I hate to say it. It just happened. It just happened 8 seconds ago. Four-star linebacker Adarius Hayes tells me he has flipped from Florida to Miami. So, gosh, dog it. That's there's one of the three that just happened. Four-star linebacker. Would have been nice to have a talented linebacker, but we kind of expected this. So this is something that I kind of knew. We kind of knew if you follow recruiting and like you follow what's going on, this doesn't shock you, unfortunately. So, dang it. Well, that sucks. I was hoping, it was maybe Billy Napier or the Four Gator staff could do something to keep them, but they didn't get it done. So there's a flip on early national signing day. There's the flip from Florida. Let's see, he was flirting with Miami for several months. He was. He was. I really wish they would just go ahead and decommit or just not commit at all. Just pick your guy, pick your team on signing day. But it is what it is. Oh well. But congrats to him. I'm not one thing I won't do is go after recruits and go after that. Whatever happens today with McCray, with Darius Williams, with DJ Lagway, I'm not going to go after. I mean, it would suck, but I mean, it is what it is. If they don't feel like Florida's their team, uh, it is what it is. But I think Florida should always have a backup plan, and I hope they have one because that's a linebacker the Florida Gators need. I mean, Florida Gators need that linebackers. They need anybody on the defensive side. Let's be honest. They couldn't stop a nosebleed last year. They were terrible. In my opinion, they weren't much different than the defense I saw the previous year. So, Will Harris, I have question marks about him, the defensive back coach coming in. I mean, I heard that your team will tackle better. I was like, well, that's a plus, but also see that with the job that he's done at the Chargers, the defensive backs weren't very good. So, and he has some good, I mean, Derwin James is over there, one of the better safeties in the league. So, I don't know. We'll have to see. Losing a four-star linebacker, that one stings. But like I said, we knew it was coming. Let's see where that drops Florida now. I don't think it's taken them out yet. No. Oh, let's see. All right. So a little recap though. Let me get back to so the Florida Gators have signed 15 players today. So 15 players signed their national letters of intent. Let's see. He was the lowest linebacker on our list. He wasn't starting or getting on field early. I mean, maybe, but I mean, however you want to see it, I mean, it's still a loss. It's still a loss. I mean, it's still a linebacker. I mean, heck, I mean, I don't know. I mean, Shamar James, okay, but I mean, what other linebackers like that doesn't have weaknesses? I mean, Shamar James is a good linebacker. He'll come back healthy next year, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, get it, bring everybody in, bring anybody in that you can to compete. You never know about these guys. I mean, he's a 4-star ranked linebacker for a reason, but it is what it is. Let's see. Miles Graham, Fletcher Westfall, Aaron Childs. Aaron Childs, the number one rated player in the state of Maryland. Amir Jackson, big tight end out of Georgia. That one I think is a big commit. By the way, I know he's only ranked 139th nationally, or um, but 6'4", 223. I think that's a good pickup. Kanan Daniels, we already talked about him. Jere Hawkins, the 5'9", 165 receiver, speedy receiver, top 300 player in the class. And then Tawaski Abrams, Josiah Davis, Mike Williams, Jaden Ball, the new commit today for the Florida Gators. Brian Taylor from Blinn College, 6'6", 270 defensive lineman. Teddy Foster, Micah Burrow, Marcus Maskell, Noel uh, Bortenjagen. I think that's how I say his last name. But those are the ones who have signed today. So 15 so far. I mean, on early National Signing Day, when you can sign most of your class, that's pretty good. I'll take that. Let's see. Get someone from Portal with experience. That's a big ask. That's a big ask. You know, hopefully, after signing day, Friday, maybe more guys. I don't know when the transfer portal closes. I have to look back into that. Let's see. Childs and Graham are stud linebackers. Yeah, bring in more. I mean, I feel like you could bring in 3 or 4 linebackers in this class. All of them have a chance to play meaningful minutes, in my opinion. I mean, Florida was one. By God, they were one of the worst defenses in the country. You could always move these linebackers around too. I mean, Florida plays that. Florida plays a 3-4 defense. I know. When your linebackers are down, you know, I just wouldn't hurt to bring in as many linebackers as you can. And I like Aaron Childs. I do. So, Miles Graham, I felt like that was never going to flip. That was a legacy. Uh, that was a legacy pickup. Ernest Graham, if you're not familiar with Ernest Graham, the former, I mean, some people will say he's one of the best or one of the better running backs, probably top 3 of all time for the Florida Gators. Um, the 2 for me, Fred Taylor, Emmitt Smith, are 1 and 2. Man, somebody sent me something on freaking Messenger. Bunch of jerks. So, all right. Well, and by the way, if you have not hit the like button, if you've not hit the subscribe button on this channel, please do so. Trying to get, I'm 5 subscribers away from 3,700. I know that's a weird one. I don't go live a whole lot. I don't post out the content to really maybe get up in the 10,000 subscriber range, but I try to post as much as I can with the time I have. But if you can show this channel a little love, if you don't mind. If you don't want to subscribe, that's fine. Hit the like button. Let's see. Sad that there are no surprise flips with Billy. Hoop shiz a fraud. Dude, he had like a week though. A week where like that dude was like spot on, right? Hoop shiz. If you're not familiar, guys, go on Twitter. Hoop shiz is like almost he was like a legend after like 1 week. I don't know if he was just pulling stuff out of his tail, but he was definitely getting some stuff right. But Kennedy Raider, appreciate that comment. That was awesome. All right, let's see if anything else has popped up. Um, other than the Darius Hayes news, we kind of knew that was going to happen. Um, let's see. Someone just put on Twitter, it's Shamar, Graham, and Childs now. Yeah, going to be young, but I mean, Shamar James will be a junior. Or how many games did he play last year? I mean, he'll still be either redshirt sophomore or junior. I think he played played enough games, so I think he's a junior. So, I mean, one of the things that whenever Florida was picking a coach after they fired Dan Mullen, the biggest thing that sold me on, which I mean, Mario Cristobal, I was like, man, Florida really should go after Mario Cristobal, which this was before I even thought Billy Napier was even on the radar. I was like, man, Cristobal can recruit. That's one thing he can do, and I think Miami has done a pretty good job with, especially under Mario Cristobal. Now, I said recruiting. Did not say anything about his coaching style or what he does. I think they ruined Tyler Van Dyke. I think Tyler Van Dyke was a good quarterback at one time, but I felt like Miami ruined him because he dropped off with the 2 years with Cristobal. But Miami in the top 5 in recruiting. I mean, that's pretty good with 27 commits. So it's not bad. Let's see. Here we go. Wow. KJ Bolden. Glad I went live whenever that happened. Oh, let's see. Graham is going to be an impact guy. Yes, I think so as well. Word on Twitter is UF didn't even send Hayes a letter of intent. I think that's just what people wanted to say. I don't think that's true. No, I don't think that's true. Now, if Florida saw what was going on in the past like month with, or at least the last week with the Darius Hayes, with him hinting at flipping and all this, maybe they did pull it. I have not heard anything concrete where it came from a reliable source about that, but um, I think they were still hoping to get him. I mean, that was still. I mean, you could sign 3 high-profile 4-star linebackers in the class, Childs, Graham, and Darius Hayes, but I mean, he's no slouch. Top colleges still were wanting him, so um, as long as we can sign McCray, the day is salvage. I do agree with that. I do agree with that. Yeah, definitely just hearsay, but intersetting. Yeah, it is. It definitely is. Hey, I'll be right back. I gotta give me something to drink. Throat was getting a little dry. So, oh, it's better. But I gotta lay off these things, man. I was talking to my wife about that the other night. Like, that's just the first thing I grabbed. That's what was in the hallway. So I gotta stop drinking soda. Gotta start losing some weight. Not for just they're showing a Darius Hayes on 247 Sports. So YouTube, they have 247 Sports. They're going live, I think, all day with this. Um, with updates and everything. So I'm getting that. I'm getting off of there, off of Twitter, off of anything else I can find on this thing. So I'm trying to stay up to date. Oh, here we go. Oh my gosh, back to back. No, now this one I'm not happy with. This one I'm not happy with. Okay. Breaking news. Florida Gator fans, buckle up. 4-star defensive lineman Amarius Williams has flipped his commitment from Florida to Auburn. Auburn gets another player out of the 2024 class from the Florida Gators. Gosh, Lee. Man, I went like live at the right time, but wrong time. I mean, because you're getting my initial reaction. Again, okay. My initial reaction, I'm not like, dang it. Because I saw this coming. Yeah, Daniel Alexander, I was just, yeah. So, dang it. That's going to drop. That's going to drop Florida in the rankings now. I mean, back to back. Wow, Drake, just they went back to back. Dang it, man. Well, that sucks. Yep, flipped it to Auburn. It's official. He didn't even post ball. Yeah, that's what Kennedy Raider, I swear, like, I think he does. Because he never even posted Jaden Ball. Like, it was like, I mean, he's still a 4-star player. Lagway has to be incredibly disappointed. I feel bad for DJ. Facts. What does that mean for McCray, though? It shouldn't mean nothing. It shouldn't mean what these guys do because McCray knows he's the best player out of them. I mean, 5-star player. I mean, he wasn't worried about anybody in this class. He's looking ahead. He sees Cam Jackson, Caleb Banks, and a lot of those guys, but I think he'll get big time playing time anyways. Yeah, this wow. I mean, you're seeing my reaction as all this is unfolding. But the news I was dreading, kind of figured Darius Hayes would be gone. But I mean, come on, y'all couldn't like maybe space it out a little bit. So, and then Amarius Williams, he's gone. It was said that Ohio State was in the mix. So I guess Auburn, I mean, Auburn's just looking at the Florida Gators commits going, which one do we want? Let's take them. It's a freeze warning. Nah, he freeze, man. He can recruit. I said before Billy Napier got hired, I was like, man, Florida should try out Hugh Freeze. I just didn't think the SEC would let him back in. I really did not. But maybe enough time has passed. So, all right, let's see what we got. So, 2 recruits. Oh my goodness, the Florida Gators in recruiting have went all the way down to 15 in recruiting. I said it, 13 to 15 range. Buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Yikes. I'm not hearing anything that the Florida Gators are trying to flip anybody high profile to. So, yikes. Wow. This is it got silent to absolutely destruction. Just everything happening. Florida gets they get a commit out of Jaden Ball, the running back who was committed to Arkansas, and then boom, you have all this happening. KJ Bolden, he transfers to Georgia. Jeremiah Smith staying with Ohio State. Darius Hayes, he's going to Miami, flips from Florida. And now Amarius Williams, he flips from Florida to Auburn. Jesus. This is on the UAA. Yeah, keep just Strickland. Strickland, definitely. Scott Strickland. Everyone knows if you follow this channel, you follow me, you know how much I despise that man, Scott Strickland. He has ruined Florida Gator sports, not just the football program, sports in general. By the way, big win for the Florida Gator basketball team. Trying to spin this into a positive. Florida Gators beat Michigan in double overtime last night. Big victory. They with like 5 seconds left, they hit a 3 to tie it up to go into double overtime. I mean, crazy game. Crazy game. Wow, we were top 3. Yep. Things can change. The NIL cash is where giving X, Amarius, Adarius, yeah, has to be going somewhere else. Here's my thing. I think where the money's going for Florida, if they're dropping it in NIL, it's going to Lagway. It's got to be going to Lagway. I mean, you're just, I mean, NFL, the highest paid player is your quarterback. Second is left tackle, or usually your left tackle, or used to be. But I mean, if you want to protect your investment, you go after the some high profile offensive linemen. Really where Florida could um, really do something and make some noise is Jordan Seaton. Somebody just said it. Jordan Seaton, maybe even Evan Stewart. I wouldn't mind Evan Stewart from Texas A&M. I like Evan Stewart. Country dude, not perfect. Hey, hey, what's up? I know who that is. Let's see. If the boosters don't want Billy, they won't fork up money for recruits. Yeah. The UAA is not invested in being a serious football team. Dude, it seems like it, don't it? It really seems like it. So, been seeing it all over Twitter past 24 hours. So, gosh, Lee. What a afternoon. Hmm. What an hour it's been. I mean, that's how quickly this stuff could go. That's what I like about it, though. I like about it. I mean, I hate that Florida's losing recruits, but it sucks. Let's see. Josh Pate said Evan Stewart's recruitment would not be dictated by NIL, and there was likely already contact in the works. I think Bama. That would make sense. If we lose McCray, we're not even top 20. Damn, I didn't even think about that. I mean, I don't think so. Yeah, I think you might be right, dude. I think you might be right. Is is High Top going live during this? I bet you. I bet you they're going berserk. I mean, I think they knew it was a good possibility. Like it was high. It just until it happens, you're like, oh gosh, Lee. Hey, I got 14 people in here. I appreciate everyone. You're seeing my reaction to the Florida Gators tumbling down the recruiting rankings right now, losing two 4-star players in the 24 class. Amarius Williams, defensive line, he flips to Auburn, and then Darius Hayes, he flips from Florida to Miami. So a rival, in-state rival. You never want somebody to flip to your in-state rival, but it is what it is. Guys, I'm not gonna lie. A week ago, I would have never been like would have questioned if Lagway was going to sign with the Florida Gators. I think he pushed his signing back, or I think he did it at the time at late afternoon to see what's going on with this class, to see who signs, who doesn't, who flips, who's leaving. And there's always that USC buzz. I thought was a joke. I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was a joke until about I'm gonna say 4 hours ago. I think it's legit. I think USC trying to get Lagway. I think he's considering it. Makes sense to me. Lincoln Riley, how many Heisman quarterbacks has he developed? USC didn't have a great year, but they lost Malachi Nelson. I, I heard that his dad could be making a decision on it later, I guess when they sign, but I don't know. Kennedy Raider, if Lagway flips, I may be opening my fan recruitment. Man, it's like, heck, everyone else, all these guys, they open their recruitment, they open up they flip their commits. So, gosh, Lee, man, this sucks. That sucks. Really does. I think the only thing holding this class together is Lagway at this point. Like, I mean, they, Florida can't afford to to whiff on another quarterback in 2 years in a row. They can't. Recruiting cycles like this, like it could potentially push you back another 2-3 years if you don't land your prized possession. Florida State, even though they lost KJ Bolden, they're at number 6 in the rankings. Auburn, they're up to number 8. They're in the top 10. Miami at 4. Ohio State 3. Alabama number 2. Georgia number 1 with KJ Bolden, the 5-star commits. Georgia has 4. Alabama 3. Ohio State has 5. That's the thing about Ohio State. Everyone was talking about, Florida and Ohio State, because a lot of Florida Gator fans were mad because Florida's losing all these guys to the transfer portal. They were like, well, Ohio State's losing them too. Yeah, but Ohio State can replenish them. And they still have players there that are just as good and can get them through what they're going through right now. So, they got players right behind. Florida ain't got players behind them. I mean, they're they finished 5-7. Their starters ain't that great. So the backups ain't much better. So Ohio State, at least with them, their backups would start on Florida. So, and Ohio State replenishing in this cycle with 5-star recruits. I mean, hold on to Jeremiah Smith. That was big for them. Dang it, man. See, if Lagway flips, is Billy fired? LOL. He wouldn't be fired like today, or he wouldn't be fired then. It would wait till the season begins. They're not bringing in a coach this late, and a coach would be stupid to take over a team. You're just asking for failure, because you didn't even you couldn't recruit anybody. It would be way too late. I mean, early National Signing Day is pretty much National Signing Day. Everybody's already almost signed. Look at Florida's commit. 15 of them out of the 19 or 18 now, have already signed. So, you bring in a coach this late, it just ain't gonna happen. So, I don't know. Oof. Florida's holding on, but they got 3 more hard commits: Lagway, McCray, and of course, it's 2 of the 3 are your best freaking players in the class. Let's see, Kenny Rader, he has to be fired. Rashada and Lagway gone. Yeah, it wouldn't be good, but he would have no quarterback. What's Billy's buyout? I really don't know. Probably pretty bad. I would imagine pretty high. And you got to think Florida's still paying on Dan Mullins, right? I think they are. Mm. Florida in the last month has lost Amarius Adarius, Nazir Johnson, Wardell Mack, Jamonte Waller, and Kendall Jackson. Yeah, and they're going to Miami and Auburn. Yeah, 4-star defensive line Amaris Williams flips to Auburn. Number 34th overall player was committed to Florida. So that's on 247 Sports right now. So the Trey Smack cost his recruiting class with that field goal in the Arkansas game. You can look back at so much that happened this year. I'm not going to go there with that. See, I don't know why I place any emotional investment in football anymore. Daniel Alexander, dude, let me tell you something. I took off work for this. Think about that. I took off work for this. I look like an idiot. I really do. I look like a freaking idiot. Take it off work for this. For this. I took off work, man. I could have just stayed. I could have just stayed at work and be miserable there at least. At least I had time. So it is what it is. But luckily I built up some leave time. See, I'm at work right now, but I feel like I took all. Man, lucky. Nah, man, I knew I wasn't going to be able to like cover or like even it was going to be hard for me to make shorts because I was expecting to make like YouTube shorts, which I still will after this live stream, which actually I'll be ending it pretty soon because yeah, at this point it's just like I don't think it's going to get. It can't get much worse, right? At this point, I don't know. See, my boss is a UGA alum. Oh, he loves. You know what he's probably doing? He's probably loving you watching this, especially watching all the, what's happening in Florida. And then they just got a big time safety. Yeah. Oh yeah. He's like, keep watching. Oh, because he's watching you in your misery. But I'll probably go live again. I don't know. I'll probably go live at some point, maybe around 3 o'clock. And what I'll do. You already know he's clowning me. Oh, 100%. Wait, all right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get off here. I'll go live again, probably around 3. Give more updates on this on the recruits. I think Lagway, what 3:30 today is he signing? I think that's whenever he's doing it. Let's see. I don't know if it shows you on here or not. Whenever if he decides to. I know McCray, he pushed his back. Hey, Kitty Raider, you followed me on Twitter. I appreciate that, my man. I like it. Thank you. I gotta start doing a better job of using Twitter. It's like another, like pushing out like when I'm going to go live and stuff. I'm still trying to learn social media, man. I haven't quite figured it out. But Lagway's trending on Twitter. Why? I think people are just now maybe doing it for clicks. Man, people are going at it on Twitter. Holy cow! I see. Florida fans woke up with a top 3 class, and it's currently at 15, including Lagway and McCray. Oh my god, dude! This is ridiculous. I took off for this crap. Like, why? That's on me. I can only blame myself. Wait a minute. Somebody just flipped from Miami. What just happened? Somebody just flipped from Miami. Who did? What just happened? Hayes Fawcett just, well, you know, when the rich get richer, 4-star running back Kevin Riley tells me he has flipped from Miami to Alabama. So Alabama didn't get Jaden Ball. They said, don't worry, we'll just get the number 3 ranked running back in the 24 class. Kevin Riley, that's why Jaden Ball did not commit to Alabama. Now it makes sense. Now it makes sense. So Alabama gets a stud running back in the 24 class. I mean, now I'm seeing people clowning the Florida Gators. Oh my gosh, even Florida Gators on Twitter are clowning themselves. I got this guy right here, Florida Gators. It's Gators season on Twitter. Commits that Billy has lost so far. X, Marius Williams. He just goes down the list. And then has a picture of Billy Napier saying cooked. Golly. Dang it, man. I don't know. I don't know. This is crazy. This is crazy. Yeah, Kevin Riley, Alabama. Yeah, the running back. So that's why, because I knew Jaden Ball. It would seem like he was like pretty high on Alabama. So I was like, oh, I was shocked that Florida got him. So now I see why he didn't go to Alabama. That makes sense. They probably told him they were going to get Kevin Riley. So, Kenny said, I live in Kansas City, so I need more UF Twitter friends. Hey, man, I appreciate it, dude. I mean, I'm always reposting stuff. I'll post stuff all the time. I'm also a Jacksonville Jaguar fan, but I keep up with recruiting. Not, like today, like I was keeping up with pretty much all the teams, like Ohio State, seeing them. They fell down, but then they got back up. So Seaton could save the day, dude. Seaton could. If Jordan Seaton, because I think Colorado is at, I think that's done. But I heard that there was other teams that he was higher up on. But man, that would be huge. I mean, heck, with all these guys leaving, NIL money's got to be freed up, right? I feel like you wave some cash, just highest bidder will win that one, in my opinion. So let's see. The Gators have like one flip recruit while Auburn has like 10. And Aiden, like, I'm not gonna lie, that Jaden Ball, I don't think it's really a flip. Like, he decommitted from Alabama the other day. So is it technically a flip? I don't know. I mean, you could say it is, but it's like how about like a mile flip? Like, you know how you flip burgers? Like, it's like flipping a McDonald's burger. Like, it's it's like, I mean, you flipping, but you ain't flipping like high quality meat, you know. Let's see. Ball was plan B. Yeah, I think so. Ali Peak will paint this as a big recruiting win over a guy Bama wanted. Yeah, I'll follow her on YouTube as well. Yeah, I like Allie Peak, but we got to be realistic. She's she seems like a sweetheart. She really does. So, and she just wants to be positive and she gives that positive spirit. And I think that, with sometimes I'm not the best, I'm not the most positive. And you look at other people, around, YouTube or something, it can get aggravating at times, but I feel like she always keeps her composure. Uh, yeah, well, sometimes I don't. Billy in shambles. This is definitely a make or break year. Oh, 100%, Cincy. Dude, I mean, we all knew that though. We all knew this was Billy's. Hey, you gotta, it's prove it. It's time to shut up, you know, and put up. But I don't, man, here's my thing about Billy Napier. I was told he was an excellent recruiter. Okay. Excellent recruiter, great recruiting. I'm not sure, like, at this point, if that was true. I don't know. I don't know, and that's what was keeping him around, in my opinion. And for me, I was like, you know what? If he's got a top 5 class, okay, he's going to survive another year. I mean, that's out the window. I feel like unless, and you got to sign Lagway. I think there's still, I think it's a possibility. But if you had to tell me right now, I think he's 90-10. I think 90% he's going to go to Florida and 10% USC. I don't think it's I think it's a little too late for USC right now, unless he's been talking to him behind closed doors. But I don't feel like that's a thing right now. I think he's going to sign with Florida. My gut feeling has me now. McCray, I'm not too high on that one. With him pushing his signing back. Whenever you're committed to a team, you push your signing back. That's not a good sign for that team. So we're gonna have to keep up with McCray. That's gonna be one to look out for. So let's see. Someone should coach Billy Napier. Yeah, he did definitely. Let's see. I listen to Ali Peak or High Top when shit is hitting the fan. Makes me feel better about the state of our program. Yeah, man. High Top, they're awesome. Man, I remember it was probably about a year ago. It's just so how quickly they've grown their channel. I can't do a whole lot, and I'm not technically inclined. Like, me, I just go on the YouTube live, man. They have it where they have a whole setup, they have stuff at the bottom. I wish I could do that. I wish I never took computer any of that stuff. So I just kind of do what's easier for me. Um, but man, they've grown their channel. I went live with them. I think when they had like 800 subscribers, and now they're almost at like 20,000. Me, I'm sitting at a cool 36.95 the last time I looked. Hey, if you're not subscribed to my channel, please do so. I'm trying to get 5 more subscribers before Christmas. That would make my Christmas 3,700. I know, like, why not 4,000? Listen, I'm not hitting that. Okay. uh, I'm gonna have to start making some different content. Uh, uh, for me to get 4,000 subscribers, I'm gonna have to start making some funny stuff. Uh, I mean, I can make fun of Florida, I guess. Subscribe, Kennedy Raider. Yes. So I'm I think 4 away. I should be. Let me check it. I gotta be in a good mood. Hey, that might put me in a better mood. Maybe by the time I come back on my next live, I'll uh I'll have 3,700. It's the small victories, guys. It's the small victories in life. Let me see. Oh, 36.97. I'm 3 away, baby. Boom. Oh man, I love it. I love it. Hey, you know what? Makes me feel a little better about today. Good thing I took off. I'm gonna hit that 3,700 by God. See, I think we lost McCray as well. So, if I had to guess, this is my gut feeling. I think Florida still signs Lagway. I think they lose McCray. That's my opinion. I kind of figured on Williams. I kind of figured on Hayes. I knew Xavier Philisami. I knew we weren't really getting that one. It just there was a ton of smoke with those guys. Like there was so much you knew the fire was happening. McCray, it's started now. It's starting to. I don't know. I'm hoping. I hope I'm wrong, but X Adarius Hayes, Amarius Williams, all the recruit or all the experts that I was hearing from said that they're probably going to flip. Well, they were right on. McCray is one I'm waiting to hear on. I haven't gotten too many experts saying that he's going to flip, but we'll see. See, Josh Hammond questioning Lagway's commitment now. Josh Hammond is what? Yeah, I saw he put on Twitter. I woke up. What's happening in recruiting? It's like, dude, you know what's happening in recruiting. Someone really put Billy is cooking today. What's he cooking? Ramen noodles? Let me tell you something. You ain't even got to cook ramen noodles. I grew up with 7 brothers. Sometimes ramen noodles, I crush those things up, put the seasoning packet in the bowl, and just ate them raw. Okay? I don't know if you've ever done that. It's actually really good. It's probably really bad for you to do that, but ramen noodles, crushed up ramen noodles, you got to do the beef. I don't know about the chicken. Wait a minute. Something just happened. Gregory Smith. What just happened? Give it to me. What happened? Gregory Smith. Look at that. You're boiling ramen noodles now. 4-star safety. Gregory Smith tells me he has committed to Florida. There we go. I don't think he's a 4-star. I thought he was a 3-star, right? I could be wrong. Hey, you take it wherever you can get it. You take the wins, ladies and gentlemen. So Gregory Smith, I guess they battled out Alabama, which it makes sense now. So Gregory Smith commits to Florida. Nice. I'm glad I stayed on here a little longer. I don't think Florida's updated on that yet, which it just happened. So let's see. Who I could be wrong. Yeah, he's a 3-star. So yeah, Gregory Smith, 3-star. I don't know why it said 4-star. 3-star safety out of Riverview, Florida. So 546 player in the country. It's good. It's a good signing. It's good because it stops the bleeding for Florida right now. I think it stops the bleeding. Let's see. He beat Vanderbilt for him. Oh man. Dang it. Hopefully we don't give up 4th and 17 at the end of the game this season. That's sad. That was bad. That was bad. Yeah. I mean, it's good. I heard, who was it? Someone said he's an underrated safety. I think he's good. I'm not going to say like he's Xavier, like he's X or anybody like that. KJ Bolden, you know, he's not up there with them, but it's all right. It's good. It's good. It's good. I think with the news that Florida's had over the past hour, this is probably, I mean, the best news that you can get. You got to commit. It's a 3-star. Yeah, Daniel Alexander, you said 3-star. I don't know why Hayes Fawcett put 4-star. I don't know why he did that. I was like, whenever I saw it, I was like 4-star. I was like, wait a minute, like I'm pretty sure he's not that ranked high. I was like, I mean, I watched a little bit on him because I heard Florida was a good shot at him. I mean, 6'4", 200 pounds. I mean, he's a tall, he's got length. So I like that. I mean, he's still ranked top 600 in the country. I mean, he's no slouch, but I mean, he's not up there with some of the other guys, but it provides depth that the Florida Gators need, I think, in the secondary. Uh, but it is what it is. I like it. I like it. It's, hey, if he wants to come to Florida, I'm never going to be unhappy about somebody willing to come to Florida and and give it their all. I think Gregory Smith can. I think he looks at Florida, knows that hey, there's a chance at some playing time as well. I hate saying that because if you're a guy who's lower level but you want to play in Division One, you want to play in the SEC, you play for a team that is not very good defensively, and I think that's what's happening right now. I think a lot of guys is like, oh, okay, I'm not there with my talent level, but I know I can play at this school and get more reps. But it is what it is. I keep saying that today. It is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, Florida beat out Ole Miss, Virginia, and Vanderbilt. I mean, it's like what's that? The longest yard where you get like a whole Hershey bar. Well, we didn't get the Hershey bar. We got like a Hershey kiss. Let's see. I wish flipping recruits was banned this season. Yeah, we'd be all right. I'm trying to see what the rankings are before I get out of here. Let's see. Still haven't seen where they've updated it yet. No, I guess he hasn't signed yet, or is it just I don't see anything on 247 Sports yet. I figured they would have already updated it by now. Hmm. I want to see what Florida's oh, he's a 4-star on 3. I think that's the only site that has him as a 4-star. I don't even think 247 Sports has him as like the top 1,000 player in the country. So the composite at least has him. The composite has him as the 600 or 596 player in the country or something like that. So I guess that on 3. I mean, of course, recruiting websites. Once you get down the list of guys, you start looking and evaluating them. You're going to have that mixed emotions of recruiting. That's why ESPN, 247 on 3. That's why I like the composite because it adds everything into it. So, peace out, Blake. I'm going to listen to the Gators Online segment. All right, man. I was about to wrap up here, so I'll go live around 3, and I'm gonna get more information, see what's going on as well, and then once I come back at about 3 o'clock today, if I have some more news, I'll share it. We'll see what the Lagway his signing to this afternoon. We'll see if McCray even signs. He said it was a high possibility he wouldn't even sign today, so we'll find out. Um, See, hopefully we get a surprise flip before the end of the day. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. But hey, guys, as always, I appreciate y'all watching this channel. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well. I'll be posting some shorts, so y'all tune into that as well. But I'm going to check out some more segments and probably tune into High Top if they're still going. So appreciate it, guys. I will catch y'all at 3 o'clock today.